Will GTA 6 be delayed, or will it be released right on time everyone expects? What will be the day? What is the day? With these questions, you'll probably clicked on this video. And we will dive into yesterday's speech by T2 team, and what are their expectations, and hear why I think that our expectations will be shattered to pieces, and we are not getting GTA 6 nowhere near early 2025. But honestly, it might be late 2025 or even 2026, cause they never said that 2025 is actually a game release date. Maybe it's a hint for a second trailer, so subscribe so I can keep you updated on GTA 6 daily. Thank you and let's go. So starting off with, will the GTA 6 be delayed? We've dived deeper into the Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company, earnings call over the last 12 months, and maybe Rockstar were guiding $8 billion revenue in fiscal year 25, May 23, and that's now tracking a little over $7 billion by February 2024. Is that a GTA 6 size hole? The official GTA 6 trailer says, coming 2025, and many assume the fiscal year 2025 guidance of $8 billion revenue compared to the current fiscal year 24 guidance of the $5.3 billion, a gap of $2.7 billion must be due to the GTA 6 release. Rockstar's 2025 fiscal year runs from April 1st, 2024 March 31st, 2025. So to hit the coming 25 date and fall within the fiscal year 25 fiscal year, you might assume GTA 6 would release between January 1st, 2025 and March 31st, 2025. As Rockstar are now guiding a little over $7 billion for fiscal year 25, as a gap of $1.7 billion over the fiscal year 24. Is that a GTA 6 side hole? For context, GTA 6 is reported, see Axios link below, to have made $1 billion in revenue in 3 days after its release on September 17, 2013. If GTA 6 generated similar revenues, it would need to be on sale for 5-6 days to make up that $1.7 billion gap. There are a lot of assumptions here, and I'm gonna leave this Axios link below in the comments so you can check it by yourself. So if you'll excuse this simplification, GTA 6 could actually release on March 26, game release love Tuesday, as in just about make $1.7 billion in line with Rockstar's fiscal year 25 guidance. That's pretty fanciful though, and Take-Two's comments suggest a wider change in outlook. So let's go back to the May 17, 2023 and Take-Two's Q4 2023 earnings call, as Strauss Zelnick, chairman and CEO, in fiscal 2025, we expect to enter this new era by launching several groundbreaking titles that we believe will set the new standards in our industry and enable us to achieve over $8 billion in net bookings. Also, this bullish outlook was echoed by Karl Slatov, the president of the Take-Two. Given the strengths of our upcoming release schedule and the high degree of visibility we have into our pipeline, as we believe that we'll achieve the record levels of results that Strauss mentioned, including over $8 billion in net bookings. And Lainey Goldstein, CFO, says, so for fiscal year 2025, we are really excited to talk about it, and it's a highly anticipated year, and we are really happy to talk about us hitting 8 billion in net bookings, but we aren't talking about what the details of that is at this time. This $8 billion guidance was affirmed in the Q1 2024 earnings call on August 8, 2024. And analysts asked last quarter, we talked about now obviously achieving north of $8 billion in bookings next year and north of $1 billion in operating cash flow, as I'm just kind of curious if those are still the right bogeys for next year. Strauss Zelnick, chairman and CEO, said the answer to the question 1 is yes, and Lainey will answer question 2. However, the tone started to change before the latest earnings call, which many see as a hint towards a delay. And in Q2 2024 earnings call on November 8, 2023, as Take-Two were asked again about the $8 billion guidance, and Lainey Goldstein, CFO, said, with shifts in our pipeline, our expectations are that the net bookings will now be below $8 billion, but not necessarily, so it really isn't a big change, and we expect growth in 26 as well. So, pressed further about whether the 1 billion fiscal year 25 profit guidance would remain, Goldstein replied, "We haven't updated that number as we're still working on our budget right now, as we would expect that number to change along with the release schedule changes, and it will depend on when the titles are released and during the year when the AUCTF will be collected." So which brings us to the Q3 2024 earnings call of February 8, 2024. Strauss-Zelnick was asked if there was any update on the guidance for the fiscal year 25 revenues and profits. Strauss-Zelnick CEO said, "Laney, do you want to take that?" And Laney Goldstein, CFO, said, "Hey, we're currently in the middle of our budgeting process. At this time, the number is tracking a little above the $7 billion for net bookings for the next year, and given for the year, just for the year. And given the typical shifts it tweaks that occur in our forecasting process, and this amount is still huge growth over this year. And our pipeline is groundbreaking for next year and beyond. Teams are making excellent progress on game development, and nothing materials has changed with regard to the lifetime value of our portfolio. And we will provide our initial outlook for fiscal year 25 when we report our Q4 and full year fiscal year 24 results in May. So there are lots to unpack in the last reply, and nothing material has changed with regard to the lifetime value of the portfolio. And Goldstein confirms that Take-Two will provide initial fiscal year 25 guidance in their Q4 2024 call in May, and all eyes on that earnings call. So back to Q3 2024 call, and Zelnick was asked about what might affect the timing of when to launch the game GTA 6. Strauss-Zelnick CEO said, "We're seeking perfection, and when we feel we're optimized creatively, that's the time to release. And we are all in this together. In terms of motivations and incentives, the financial incentives of everyone who works at this company are aligned with those of the shareholders." So many are reading that as it's ready when it's ready, perhaps as a precursor to delay. The change in guidance from 8 billion to 7 billion might also suggest that but it's still 1.7 billion more than Rockstar are guiding for fiscal year 24. But Colombo voiced one more thing. Take-Two investor presentation February 2024 lists Grand Auto 6 as a launch in calendar 2025, and calendar as in January 1st to December 31st. So it could hit their fiscal year 25 and January 1st to March 31st, but they are not committing to it. Note that other games on the Take-Two slate are listed for fiscal 2025. And some with the exact quarter specified, and we even downloaded a previous investor presentation to see if fiscal had become calendar, but GTA 6 hadn't been announced at that time. Draw your own conclusion. Take-Two have at minimum laid the path to a potential delay from fiscal year 25, but then again, they would never commit to anything beyond coming 2025, while others drew links to their bullish guidance and all eyes on their Q4 2024 earnings call. That's all the information we got on today's video, and if you are interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.